Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And how many times have you been trying to weld tube together and you're trying to get it in position while you got your gloves and your helmet on, you want to get everything tacked in place, but it's hard to get everything fit up? Well, I'm going to show you how to build a little tool that'll hold this in place while you do that. Alright, we're going to use some very basic tools. We need a little tubing for the cradle. We're going to use a couple of these $2 clamps for Harbor Freight. There's other ways you can do it, but by the time you buy the rest of the hardware, you're going to spend $1 or $2. Let's start getting this cut and show you how it goes together. Remember, if you like the channel, please subscribe. This is 4x4 Fab Shop. Now we're going to start with one piece. I'm going to cut it 6 inches long. So the connecting pieces, we're going to bring those back at an angle, probably around 45. So we're going to take the pieces that come off, and we're going to take those back at a 30-degree angle. That way they don't get in the way when you're trying to adjust everything. So we're going to take a piece of this 3/16, we're going to cut some strips out of it to make those. Alright, so we're going to shoot for a couple of 1-inch thick pieces. And this is one of those things, it doesn't have to be, super accurate. The big thing is it locates your tubing good. Alright, let's get these deburred. So next we need to cut our mounting angle on it, so 30 degrees. Now it's very important that when we use this, that everything stays in alignment. Otherwise, you could very well have one tube coming in here, another tube coming in offset. So it's very critical your alignment's right so that the two center lines are right. You don't want, that scenario. Alright, so first I want to grab a center line on this. I'm going to use a marker instead. So from there to there, rough center. So remember, one will be centered on the inside and one will be centered on the outside. So we're going to tack these and then get them square and then weld them up. Now it's really up to you on what process you use for this. Mig or Tig. So I'm going to get one side tacked, and I'll show you why. Okay, so I got one side tacked. That allows me to move the other side around a little bit. Okay, so now we're just going to take a square, and then I can take my square and get it adjusted. Remember it. You have to check it when you're welding it too, because depending on how you weld it, it's going to crawl around just a little bit. Okay, so I'm a little bit that way, so I'm going to lay a tack in on this side. Pulled it in fairly square. So I'm going to lay a couple more tacks in here and see how it stays. So I've got this clamped on, and then we'll just mark the edge where we got to make the cut. If it's off a little bit, it'll be okay. And once again, these clamps are only a couple of bucks at Harbor Freight. By the time you go buy nuts and screws and everything else, you already have everything here. Okay, so we're going to tap one side 1/4 and then the other side we're going to clearance just a little bit. And this way it'll be good in multiple positions. I see a lot of these where they're not adjustable, and if you want a smaller one you have to physically buy a smaller one. No, I'll show you the hardware we picked up for the handles. I would always suggest starting with the tap side. You can always make it the clearance. Alright, so we put a coat of yellow paint on it just to make it look good. And I went up to Lowe's and bought you can buy these little handles. Just takes a 1/4 screw through the center. So that way it's a nice knob. You can, work real easy instead of fumbling with wrenches or anything. So let me show you how it works. Alright, so if I was trying to put this piece onto the frame, right, this is just a demonstration. So if I wanted this to be here, trying to put it there and hold it and everything can be cumbersome, right? So what we would do is, assuming you've marked it where you want it, and the nice thing about the clamp is it doesn't always have to clamp on a straight area. So I can unlock this. Kind of get it roughly where I want it. Once that's in there, if I need to move it, I can unlock this. I can move this around. And then it's ready to be tacked in place. Pretty easy to use. And the multiple holes, if I need to bring it closer or farther away, I can just use a different set of these holes. Alright, so if you like tools like this, or want to see other type of things being built, please leave me some comments. So this has been another edition of 4x4 Fab Shop. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and I'd love your feedback. See you in the next video that pops up here.